better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, Collegeville. And you're so glad to say that I'm a Kahok. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long, I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the chief and crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right. Now we're good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm in the back cause everybody rolling with me, K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
All the freshmen, all the boys,
High school champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good evening, everyone, and welcome to the McKendree Recplex here in O'Fallon, Illinois. As we bring you some Kahawk hockey tonight as your Collinsville Kahawks return to the scene of the crime as they take on the team from Belleville. Welcome once again. My name is Todd Duke, and welcome in to the pregame show brought to you tonight by Chiropractic Works in Collinsville. Dr. Chris McCluskey and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives. You can do all that through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center. That's just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. Give them a call, 343-3602, or online. It's a long one, all one word, chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Well, the Kahawks come into this contest with a record of 5-3 under their fifth-year head coach Ryan Shea. Belleville, they come in with a 7-1-1 record. These two teams met 1 week ago tonight, and that was the last game that we had for you before the Thanksgiving break. And Collinsville, well, they lost that one by a score of 3-2. Belleville gets the game winner with 9.1 seconds left. But Collinsville played last night. They snapped a 3-game losing streak with a 5-0 win at Vianney. Collinsville got 5 goals from 5 different players. Preston Tillman scored his very first of the year. And that was after 9th. Cody Watts and Eric Denny also scored. They scored their 4th goals of the year. And Andy Bennett knocked in his 5th goal of the year. And between the pipes, senior Jacob Zagorski, he got his 2nd shutout of the year. Belleville, they come into this with only 1 loss. That was to Granite City, game number 2 of the year, 7-2. The one tie they have, a 2-2 stalemate versus Columbia on November the 9th. And Belleville currently on a 5-game win streak after their win 1 week ago tonight versus Collinsville. We will take a break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show. Had a chance to catch up with another one of our Kahawk seniors, and that would be the coach's daughter, Brenna Shea. My conversation with number 73 will come your way in just a moment on the Kahawk Sports Network.
At Chiropractic Works, our mission is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible without the use of drugs and surgery. We have state-of-the-art testing available to see if we think we might be able to help you with any health issues that you're dealing with. Whether it's neck pain, back pain, headache, sinus, allergies, numbness, tingling, shoulder, elbow, wrist, hip, knee, or ankle problems, we've helped many people solve these issues without the use of drugs and surgery. If you'd like to get to the root cause of your health problems, feel free to give us a call and schedule a consultation or a new patient exam to see if we think we might be able to help you.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Visit Brad Keene with Visionary Wealth Advisors at his new Collinsville office located at 106 North Clinton, or call Brad at 618-467-8420. Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975.
Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full body approach. Whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues, we have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. It is after Thanksgiving, and we're back to a little ice hockey here at the McKendree Recplex as your Collinsville Cahoks get ready to take on. Let's talk about the first thing that pops into my mind when I talk about hockey, and I'm talking to a female. Female on a hockey team. You're the only one on this team. So first of all, tell me how you got into hockey, and then tell me what it's like playing on a team full of guys.
Okay, so I started hockey really throughout my dad. He got my brother into it, and watching him skate, I was like, wow, that's really cool. I want to do that. So soon after I started, it's pretty cool being the only girl. It's what I've been doing for the past 10 years, nothing new. It's normal to me. I really enjoy it, though.
Do the guys on the team treat you any differently than they do any of the other guys on the team? Quotation marks there. And how about the guys on the opposing teams?
So the guys on my team, they're really good about it. They make sure I'm included as much as they are. Of course, they do treat me a little different, being that I am a girl. But they're like brothers to me. I wouldn't see it any other way. Where opponents, I don't know really what they think. It's always kind of different depending on what team you get, what kind of guy they are. My old teammates are always nice to me. They're as good as I'll ever get. Guys I don't really know. I mean, it's unexpected.
Why defense?
I don't really know. I can't figure out the whole forward thing. Defense is a whole lot more simpler to me, and I just enjoy it more.
All right, well, you are in your senior season. You've played all 4 years on the varsity team. and you got your first goal in the season opener this year. How did that feel? Talk us through it.
Well, pretty, I don't even know. Pretty great. It's kind of a 1 in a million chance for me. It never happens. For it to be the first game, first shift, first goal, surreal. Felt good. Good way to start.
Tell me about your teammates and how they reacted to you. I mean, and you don't have a lot of time to deal with it on the ice. How about after, when you guys were in the locker room?
I mean, the initial goal, we were all kind of in disbelief, like, wow, that really happened. In the locker room.
Family, obviously, I know your dad. I interview him a lot. But the rest of the family I don't know about, and don't leave out the pets.
All right, so my dad, obviously, he's been my coach for the past 10 years, loves hockey. My mom, big hockey fan too, doesn't know much about it compared to us, but tries to. My little brother, Riker, he's an 8th grader. He plays for the Kahawks. He'll be on varsity next year, hopefully. And then we have 2 toy poodles, Jack and Janie.
Jack and Jane, toy poodles. All right, awesome. Ready to play some of my favorite things?
I guess so.
All right, favorite movie?
Oh, I don't know. I like a lot of them.
You don't have one?
No, I like a lot of them. Probably Greatest Showman, though. That's a real good one.
I like Hugh Jackman. All right, favorite band or musical group?
Right now, it's Justin Bieber.
You and my daughter will get along just fine. Favorite breakfast cereal?
I'm not a big breakfast person, but if I had to pick one, it's Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Had that answer last week. Drink, water, whatever.
I really like water. If I'm not drinking water, it's usually sweet tea.
If you weren't playing hockey, what other sport would you play and you can't pick hockey?
Oh, I don't know. I dabbled in tennis throughout high school. It's not really my thing. Like, I like it, but, you know, it was for fun. If I wasn't playing hockey, maybe soccer or softball.
Those are pretty good choices. All right, as far as TV watching goes and sports go, do you have anything you like to watch on TV? What's your favorite?
Besides hockey, obviously. I really like baseball. It's fun to watch. Surprisingly.
We won't talk about the Blues because on the way here that didn't sound too good. Tell me a little bit about playing Belleville. You guys played them a week ago tonight, and man, what a game that was. 2-2 contest until the waning moments of the third period, and the heartbreaking loss it turned out to be. Talk about the game in general, not exactly the loss itself, but leading up to that.
Yeah, so we came out hard. We really pushed through, kept up with them. I'm not disappointed in what we all did. Get a few goals. Maybe not so much of a heartbreaking loss this time.
Let's do it the opposite way around. Let's score a goal against them, like with seconds left.
That's what I'm hoping for. We'll see.
Thanks for the visit, Brenna.
Thank you.
Brenna Shea, number 73, in your scorebook, number 1 in your heart. We'll take a break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show. When we come back, we'll pass along some more names and some more numbers, and then we'll have opening face-off. All that and more coming up on the Kahok Sports Network.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full body approach, whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues. We have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside's all-star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Lakeside Roofing, celebrating 50 years of serving the metro area. Choose experience, choose Lakeside. Just because you can cut your own hair doesn't mean you should. The Shop, a great place in Collinsville for men and boys haircuts, is where you should take your hair. The Shop is owned and operated by Collinsville High School graduates Danny Kress and Jody Neiman and is located at 103 South Seminary Street in Uptown Collinsville. The shop isn't just another place to get a haircut, as Danny and Jody take great joy in getting to know their clients and look forward to turning those clients into friends. When you sit in a stylish chair at the shop, Jody and Danny pride themselves on getting to know you well enough to say, the usual? So, men and boys, if you're tired of the same old cookie cutter approach to haircuts, check out Danny and Jody at the shop. You may just walk out with not only a fantastic cut, but you may also walk out with a friend. Or two. The shop in Collinsville, 618-772-7175. No appointment necessary. The shop, 103 South Seminary in Uptown Collinsville. The reviews are in. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville is a hit in the Metro East. Folks both local and just visiting the area are calling Old Herald Brewery and Distillery a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville is located at 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville and is home to one of the only restaurants in the state with their own brewery and distillery that produces some of the best brews and spirits in the industry. And the food? All created by an in-house chef using local ingredients that will please any palate. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville has daily specials for both inside diners as well as offering curbside pickup specials and family size specials. And don't forget to take home a bottle or a growler of beers brewed on site at Old Herald Brewery and Distillery. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville. Check their Facebook page for daily specials, online ordering at oldheraldbrewery.com, or give them a call at 855-8027. And of course, the Collinsville Kahawks. The city of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District. So welcome to Collinsville. Come on over, catch a Kahawks game, or enjoy some of the new places to eat, shop, and have fun. There's plenty to do for the young and the young at heart. Enjoy Christmas at the Collins House during the holidays, tunes at Bloom in the warm summer months, and more. There's plenty to do in Collinsville, so come on over for a bit. The folks in Collinsville would love to see you. For more information, go to www.collinsville.org. Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahawk fans, before, after, or even during Kahawk games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahawk games live as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahawk fans' pub of choice. The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahawkSports.com and the Kahawk Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org.
Drink it in. Powerful, vibrant, nutrient-rich fuel for healthy, active, experience-rich lives. So you can be your best self, live your best life, and rule the day.
And we welcome you back to the McKendree Recplex here in O'Fallon. We are just about ready to go. I tell you what, the home team has to supply the PA announcer here at all these games, and this guy was not on top of it. Let me tell you what, that was like pulling teeth, man. Getting this guy to announce the lineups, and then he forgot the goalie, and then he wanted to start the national anthem, and then he forgot to do the lineups, and then it was like, wow. So anyway, that's why you had to go through a lot of commercials. Anyway, here we are. We're about ready to go. Collinsville, they are the road team in front. And the team from Belleville, they are comprised of Belleville East and West High School. So no mascot, so to speak. And they have a little bit of maroon on their shoulders and their arms. And they're wearing the dark blue trousers. And they got a big old maroon B on the front. And Collinsville almost got the first shot on goal, but it never made it through. In goal is Garrett Warner for Belleville. He was in goal the other night for Belleville as they won that game 3-2. And in goal at the other end is Jacob Zagorski for Collinsville. In front of Zagorski, you will find on defense Dominic Zamoroni, Glennon Bennett, and your center is Nathan Austin, and your wingers, David Bennett, that would be Andy Bennett to you and I, Timon, Nathan Young, Jacob Bleish, and A.J. Altman to start this contest. And right now, Belleville with the puck in the Collinsville end as both teams are getting their sea legs about them. There was a game before this one, Freeburg-Waterloo versus East Alton Wood River, and when I arrived and saw who was playing the first game, I was like, oh, this is going to be a big blowout and probably be one of those games that's done early, but it did not turn out that way. East Alton Wood River had a 1-0 lead after one period. They were outshot 16-4 in that one period. And then Freeburg-Waterloo finally got on the board with a goal in the second. They were 1-1 after two, but Freeburg-Waterloo was out shooting them 46-6. Third period, though, the Raging Bulldogs opened it up and ended up winning that game 70-1 as a backhand shot finds Warner's midsection. A nice shot there by Eric Denny, but Warner was there to cover it up. Freeburg-Waterloo ended up out shooting, getting started 0-0. First period is underway, and I'm going to go in and out with the connectivity, folks. I broke out the Wi-Fi hotspot to start off with, but I couldn't get anything going on that thing, so I am on the McKendree Recplex Wi-Fi, and it's going back and forth. So just bear with us. Hopefully it'll even things out here in a little bit. No score between these two teams, Collinsville and Belleville. 12 minutes left to go here in this first period. Collinsville back on defense once again as that puck goes behind the Kahok net. And it's picked up over there by A.J. Altman. And now moved up to Melvin. Melvin couldn't get out of it because he was double-teamed by the Kahawks on the defense. And here comes Nathan Austin zooming up the far wing, and he overskated the puck, lost control of it, and then tried to get it back. Collinsville in the middle of a line change, so Belleville has a pretty easy opportunity coming up with that puck. It goes off the side of the net, and now back behind the... Collinsville got the first goal in the game the other night. Belleville tied it up, then took a 2-1 lead, Belleville did. Collinsville tied it at 2, and then, as we know, Belleville scored the game winner with 9.1 seconds left to play in that contest, and that goal was scored by Sean Keck for Belleville. So they ended up winning that one with just 9.1 seconds left in the contest. Faceoff comes out to Zagorski's right, won by Belleville. They show it back in, and I tell you what, I think at the last second, Zagorski caught that puck as it whizzed right by his head. Another shot toward the goal. That one goes a little bit wide. And then over in the corner, Lampy digs it out, and he's got a little help over there with Sean Keck. We just mentioned his name. Now Keck back behind the net. Tries to dig it out once again. He does so to Lampy. Lampy tries to center it, but that's picked up by Collinsville, and the Kahawks move it out of the zone. Through center ice, and then picked up by Belleville. Here is Lampy once again. He'll turn around with a backhander, and he'll find Kyle Lee for Collinsville, but Lee ends up overskating the puck, and then it's shot back into the defensive zone. Kahawks was listening to the Blues game on the way out here. Boy, oh boy. Just like that, Tampa Bay had a 3-0 lead. Just heard that Barbashev scored for the Blues, and we're tied at 3. How about that? The one that gave them the 3-0 lead was a weird puck, according to Kerber, went off the door that the referees usually come out of, and then took a weird angle toward Bennington, went in off his skate. Before you knew it, it was 3-0. Not anymore. Here it's 0-0. We are 4 minutes in, and here comes Belleville on the rush once again. They've been spending a lot of time down here in the offensive zone to start, but so far, Zagorski has held his ground. Face-off again to Zagorski's right, won by Collinsville this time. Kahok comes up here to the near face-off circle. Picked up by Collinsville. They'll shoot it down, and if it goes the length of the ice, it'll be an icing call, and it does. Collinsville being outshot right now 4-1, 9:42 left to play here in this opening period. Got a busy next couple of weeks for you here on the Kahok Sports Network. We're doing 4 straight now, and then we'll have Saturday and Sunday off, and then we'll be back at it with 5 straight games Monday through Friday of next week. Here's a shot toward the goal that goes wide on Zagorski's glove side. Picked up over there on the far side by Noah Thurer. Now Belleville in front with it, and once again Sean Keck tries to put one in, but he hits the side of the net, comes away with it, and then turns around and sends it right back behind the Kahok net. Picked up over there by Collinsville's Glennon Bennett. Intercepted by Belleville. High slot shot, saved by Zagorski. He saves another one, and then puck goes back behind the net again. Here is Tillman, who got his first goal last night, but he couldn't clear the zone. Carricker, the team leader in goals for Belleville, takes over. Up to Glennon Bennett. Bennett shoots it around the boards. It meets a couple of players over there, and that one ends up going off the side of the net on a point from the shot from the hot. Now Sam Carricker back behind the net. Gets it back over to Melvin. Melvin has it poked off of his stick by Collinsville, and the Kahawks try to come out of the zone. Here's Nathan Austin coming up this near side wing. Gets past his defender Young, and then circles over in the corner. Tries to sweep one to Cody Watts. Watts got there, and then it's sent back behind the Belleville net. Belleville, they come up with it and send it out to the neutral zone. Collinsville intercepts with 8:20 left to play here in this opening period. Here is Nathan Austin again. Austin dumps it into the zone, but not very far, and Belleville's defense has no problem getting that one out of there. Down into the corner it goes and back behind the net. Lampy picks it up for Belleville, keeps it up the boards, and sends it to Bleish. Bleish, he puts one right in front, and that's a score. And A.J. Altman scores the first goal of this game. And Belleville leads 1-0. Collinsville, it was going to be rough to keep them out of the net, that's for sure. Comes with 8:02 left to play. Collinsville being outshot 7-1. Puck goes into this near side corner and then back again behind the net. Thrown in front and a chance for Belleville again, and that one just goes wide off of a shot by Bleish. Now Bleish with it again, takes another shot, and Zagorski there with the glove save. Stops the clock with 7:35 left to play here in this first period. 1-0 in favor of Belleville. Collinsville just snapped a 3-game losing skid as they come in with an overall mark of 5-3. Face off again out to Zagorski's right. Carricker tries to win it. He can't. They couldn't quite get the puck to Austin. Austin could have taken his chances with only Noah Thurer back. Didn't work out that way, and now Austin back behind the Belleville net. Puts it up front over into the far face-off circle, but it's intercepted by Belleville. Here comes Miles Chavez. Chavez sends it over to Carricker. Carricker back to Chavez. Chavez couldn't find the handle on it to get a shot, but Carricker does on the rebound, and just like that, it's 2-0 in favor of Belleville. "59 seconds after the goal by Altman. Carricker scores. And just like that, it's 2-0 in favor of Belleville. Face off at center ice, won by Collinsville. They push it up toward the zone, but it never did make it in. Now once again, Belleville brings it into the Collinsville D zone. They've spent a lot of time East and West hockey and getting stuck in their D zone for the better part of this first period. Play down here in front of the Kahok bench, and it's finally dug out by Altman. Altman sends it back to his defense, and then he'll get it right back and pop one over the center red line. Collinsville does a nice job preventing any more further penetration into the zone, but they can't corral the puck in the neutral zone, and once again, Belleville has no problem entering that zone. Turned over, Collinsville comes away with it through the neutral zone. Just a little bit past the stick of Cody Watts, and Collinsville has to retreat once again. Over here underneath Collinsville's bench again. Kahawks back in their defensive zone, get it up the boards, and Austin couldn't continue it up the other way. So Belleville will take it back behind their own net. 6 minutes to play here in this opening period. 2-0 in favor of Belleville. They're out shooting Collinsville 9-1. Belleville once again enters the zone. Here is Carricker over in the corner. Tries to slide one back, but that one never made it very far. And Collinsville, they come away with a loose puck once again, but they turn it over in the old zone. And now here's a chance for Keck, and a shot never made it. That was off the skate of Brenna Shea, our pregame guest. Over in the corner it goes. Eric Denny will dig it out. He'll send it up the far side dasher boards, and a nice pass over on the wing. And nothing to do with it was Tanner Bettis, so he turns around, then takes a shot. Werner makes a save in the slot, shot, and that never made it through. That was picked up by the defense. I'm really not sure where that ended up hitting Mr. Nathan Young, but it looked like it didn't feel too good. Collinsville had their best chance there, got their second shot on goal. Here is Carricker, who just scored his team-leading 17th. Back behind the Kahok net. He'll just go for a little spin. Back out here at the point, and then sent right back into the corner, right past Lampy's stick. Picked up over there by Altman. Altman gets bumped off the puck, and Collinsville comes away with it. Here's Tanner Bettis. Bettis sends it over here in front of his bench. Thought he had some help, but a couple of players were going on a line change, so Nathan Austin sends it up. Onto the stick now of Whitaker. Whitaker in the zone, on the wing, takes a shot right into the glove of Garrett Werner. That stops the clock with 4:25 left to play here in this first period. 2-0 in favor of Belleville. Face off to Werner's left, won by, and he could never get a shot off. Here is Lampy. He does get a shot off, and it's deflected into the netting. And that'll stop the clock with 4:12 left. Back at Camelot Bowl tomorrow. Collinsville versus Edwardsville. We'll be covering the boys. We were going to be covering the girls, but we found out today that Edwardsville has some scheduling conflicts with the girls bowling team and something going on with band. So they don't have enough girls, so we'll cover the boys tomorrow. And then we got some basketball action coming up for you Thursday. Lady Kahawks at Belleville East. Friday, boys team opens up their home and conference schedule against Belleville East at Virgil Fletcher. Here's Collinsville with a chance. Here is Bennett on a breakaway. Shoots, and Werner with the save. Great opportunity there by Andy Bennett. But nothing doing. Werner up to the task. 3:50 left to play here in this opening period. Now the faceoff will come out to Werner's right. Won by Collinsville initially, but the puck is Bennett. Bennett tries to come out of the corner with it. Puck knocked off of his stick by Belleville, and now up to Carricker. Carricker tries to take a shot, but Glennon Bennett ends up getting his stick in the way of that one, and now brother Andy Bennett over there in the corner takes a ride back behind his own net. Comes out the near side. Off of the boards and all the way down the ice, but Collinsville, they should have avoided icing there. Watts was in the zone. One of those things. I'm not the one wearing the zebra stripes. Face off won by the Kahawks. They swing it up the boards, but can't get it out. Into the corner it goes. Here is Denny. Denny fighting for it. He does come away with it and sends a fluttering pass up across the blue line. So Belleville has to vacate the zone. And now here comes the Kahawks, and Lee, he smacks it in. It goes behind the Belleville net. And does. But he sends it in from the wrong side of the red line, and that's another icing call. And with 2:42 left, Collinsville trying to dig themselves out of a 2-0 hole here in the first period. Kahawks being outshot 9-4. Faceoff will once again come to Zagorski's right. And it'll be Bleish against Nathan Austin. And they whistle it down just when Collinsville wins a faceoff. So we'll do it over again. Now they're going to kick Bleish out and Austin out. Collinsville wins the faceoff anyway, off of the high glass and down into neutral ice. Kahawks come away with it. Here's Denny. Denny enters the zone. Over here on this right wing and then gets spun off the puck. Puck ends up going back behind the Belleville net. Belleville shoots it up the boards and back through neutral ice. Collinsville has 3 players back, so the Kahawks get there first. off of the boards, and a nice pass back to himself for Denny. He'll just shoot one up there, and Werner had to be aware to make the save there. The referee, I don't know why he blew the whistle. Puck came out on a rebound. It wasn't like he lost sight of it, unless, of course, he did. Face-off will come out to the left of Werner. Nathan Austin once again, this time against Carricker. Carricker wins that face-off. But Collinsville does a nice job keeping it in the zone. Over here along these near side dasher boards, it gets past the stick of backhand, swallowed up by Zagorski, and he lets a rebound out, albeit delayed. Collinsville gets it, and then they send it off of a partition. It took a weird bounce, and then the Kahawks end up with it, and it comes through the neutral zone. And coming to pick it up in his own defensive zone is Barrett Nuoglowski. Now the puck up front. Collinsville trying to score a goal to get one of those goals back. There's a chance, and a tip pass never made it to the goal by Bennett. And he tried to shove one in over here on the near side. Can't do it. Collinsville, Shea keeps it in, and Collinsville goes back to work. Now an errant pass, and the Kahawks save it at the defensive line and then send it back down for Andy Bennett. Bennett tries to shove one in front where Nathan Austin was waiting, but it ends up going off the back of the net. And then Belleville, they'll shoot it down the length of the ice. It won't go far enough for icing anyway. And then Collinsville, they'll go back first to pick it up, but they turn the puck over in the neutral zone and then get it right back and then lose it again. Just like that, in that quick of a time. You have possession, don't have possession, have possession, don't. 1:05 left to play here in this first period. That puck swept back behind the Belleville net. Picked up over here in this near side corner. And Altman tries to put a shot on goal. That's partially blocked out by the Kahawk defense. And then it comes right back to Altman after it went from one side to the other. In front, Kahawks Denny gets it off the high glass, sends it up to the neutral zone. 35 seconds left to go. Collinsville tries to move it in. That puck's onside, and a pass up into the middle, and it could never find the stick of Lincoln Duffy. There's a shot, and there's a goal! All the way back from the blue line for Eric Denny, and Collinsville gets one of those back with 25.7 seconds left to play here in this first period. Well, we talked about some late goals with seconds left. I was talking about the game, but not the first period. I tell you what, Belleville is not very happy. They thought that play should have been offside. The Belleville coach is yelling at the referee, and it looked like it might have been offside. Hard to tell from up here, but there was a couple of bounces off some skates when it was already. Belleville just got a bench minor. So Collinsville's going on the power play. And Belleville's bench is still chomping. Now we got yelling from both benches going on here. Yeah, I was going to say the guy at the scorer's table needs to play some music. That puck gets shot up into the net. Referee apparently warned the Belleville bench to stop their yapping, and they kept on going, so the referee awarded them a bench minor. Collinsville gets their first power play of this contest. See if the Kahawks can get this thing tied up with the man advantage. There's only 8 seconds left to go here in this first period, so have started to creep back up there in the shot on goals department. Belleville right now has the edge at 10-7. Shot back into the defensive zone, and that will probably do it for the rest of this period as that puck ends up over into the corner, and players go down, and at the buzzer, shot on goal, but nothing doing. So at the end of one period of play, Belleville gets 2 quick goals. Collinsville gets one back here with 25 seconds left. And we will head to the second period with Belleville leading 2-1.
Projects in and around your home can be daunting and overwhelming. Take the stress out of those projects and let AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions do all the heavy lifting. former Kahok Adam Welly can help knock those projects off your list. From framing drywall, painting, and stair work inside to deck work, hardscapes, and concrete and retaining wall construction outside your home, including power washing and brush removal. Whatever the task, AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions can help. Call Adam Welly for a free estimate at AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions, 314-252-8010. That's 314-252-8010.
Once again, welcome back to the McKendree Recplex. I'm Todd Duke. Glad that you're with us here. 2-1 after one period of play. Begin the second period. Collinsville still has 1:35 left on the man advantage. We switch into the ice. Collinsville will be traveling from your right to your left as Belleville shoots that puck back down in and relieves some of that pressure. Not that any pressure was being put on, but you know what I mean. Belleville gets the puck again. They'll shoot it down. Zagorski will have to make the save, and then he'll send it on out. Nathan Austin picks it up, and then we'll move it over to his teammate. That is Denny. Denny comes in, tries a backhand pass back to Austin. Here's a high slot that's good. Oh, boy, just like that, Cody Watts ties it up on a power play goal 30 seconds into the second period. Well, what do you know? We are tied 2-2. Collinsville gets a power play goal there too, eh? Eh? So we have a brand new game. You weren't worried, were you? I didn't think so. Cody Watts picks up his 5th of the year. And we are in a brand new ball game here, kids. Watts got his 4th last night, picks up his 5th here tonight. Puck over here in the near side corner. Belleville trying to fight it and get it out of there, and they do. And here comes Belleville. Now clogged up in the neutral zone. Nice job there by the Kahawks. Lee tries to poke it up. He can't. He gets it up to Bettis, though. A fluttering puck finds the stick of Bettis, and then he puts one into the middle in the high slot area, but Belleville was the only one that had players in that spot, so they send it down, and that's going to be an icing call just a little bit on the wrong side of the red line for Belleville. Also, but it was a little bit later in the game. Faceoff will come out to Warner's left on his glove side. Nathan Austin wins it over in the corner for Collinsville, but Belleville is the ones who end up coming away with it. Brenna Shea does a nice job keeping it in as she was falling down. Pokes at it again, does Shea, and the third time she couldn't. Now here comes Belleville. They have numbers going the other way. Here is a Altman goal, and that lead didn't last very long. Altman gets his 2nd of the night. Just a mere minute and 6 seconds after Collinsville tied it. Puck over on the far side, up the sideboards, and another shot. That one goes wide. And the Kahawks try to track it down. They do. There's zone. Zamoroni keeps it in. Now back behind the Belleville net. Belleville tries to get it up. They can't. A turnover, and they're trying to poke it in, and they can't do it. It ends up going underneath the legs of Warner there in that 5-hole, but Kahawks couldn't poke it in. Andy Bennett down there trying to poke that baby home. Couldn't do it. 11:49 left to play. Both teams make line changes during the stoppage in play. Well, they're going to overtime over at the Enterprise Center. Tampa Bay and St. Louis tied 3-3, and that's a nice earned point there considering that the Blues were down 3-0 early in that first period. So way to go, Blues. Let's pull out a winner in overtime. What do you say? Here it is 3-2 in favor of Belleville. And here is Keck. Keck, who got the game winner the other night, last week. Oh, that was a nice move there. Good pickpocket by Collinsville, and The Kahawks come away with it. Denny doing that thievery there, and he gets the puck back right in the neutral zone and sends it across the red line, but Young picks it up for Belleville, and both teams will regroup. Collinsville picks up another turnover in the neutral zone, but can't do anything with it. That one's off the high glass over on the far side, and the Kahawks swat it out of for Melvin to send it to. I don't know if he was trying to pass it or shoot it, but at any rate, it works out good for Collinsville. Here's one that just trickles wide of the net. Goes into this near side corner. Up the boards it goes to Altman. Altman scored 2 goals so far here in this game. Back into the high slot. Belleville takes a shot on goal. That one goes high and wide. And then Altman picks it up and gives it up for a shot on goal by Bleish. That one went off the side of the net. Saw the net pop, but then I saw the puck come out the other side. Back over to Bleish. Bleish in that far side corner. Throws one in front, and a tip-in try by Altman, but he never got a hold of it. Now Altman comes away with it in the high slot, leaves the puck, and then Collinsville picks it up, and they'll take care of it back into the neutral zone. And Belleville, they'll see if they can continue another push. They do. Here is Young. He takes a shot, and partially screened was Zagorski. And before he knew it, that puck was behind the net. And it's now 4-2 in favor of Belleville. Well, Collinsville was down 2-0, came back. Have to do it again. Nathan Young picks up that goal. 9:55 mark of the second. 4-2 now in favor of Belleville, and these Kahawks have some more work to do. Into the near side corner, right past the stick of Andy Bennett. Now up to Melvin for Belleville as they continue to attack the Kahawks in their zone. Here's another shot, and that one goes high, and a tripping call that was not called against Collinsville. Keck ends up with the puck in the corner here and sends it deeper into the corner. Now Glennon Bennett, he's having trouble getting a whole hard time clearing the zone. Now over into the corner it goes on the far side for Logsdon. Back over here to Bleish. Bleish into the corner, takes a weird shot. That one almost made it through, and then Logsdon was almost there to knock it home on the rebound. Now Collinsville trying to get it out off the glass once again. And that's a hand pass in the offensive zone, so that puck is going to be whistled dead, and we'll have a face-off in the neutral zone. 8:37 left to play here in the second period. 4-2 in favor of Belleville. Collinsville being outshot 15-9. Just outside the zone, won by Collinsville. They send it up ice. Here is Zagorski. That's Whitaker. Whitaker sends it up, and he couldn't control it. So Belleville ends up taking care of it. And now once again, Belleville breaking out of Collinsville's offensive zone into the defensive zone. And that puck goes over into the corner. Picked up there by Dominic Zammer. If he would have found it, he could have stopped Petrick from getting there. But Petrick sends it back behind the net. And here is Eric Denny for Collinsville with it. Up in front of the Belleville bench. It gets past Petrick once again, and it's picked up there by Young, who just scored a goal to make it 4-2. Altman sends it deep into the zone. Zamoroni back behind his own net, trying to control things. He does. Sends it up to Whitaker, and just past Whitaker's stick. Here is Keck once again. Keck into the zone, but a nice defensive play there by Tanner Bettis. But Belleville still on the move in the offensive zone, but not any longer. Here is Bettis flying up the left wing. Bettis off angle takes a shot, partially blocked by Young anyway, and Young comes away with the puck. Out the other side he goes, across the center ice red line. Over onto the far side wing in the face-off circle. Job there on the Collinsville defense. Cody Watt sends it all the way around the boards. Out the other side it goes. Andy Bennett goes right past him. Nathan Austin whacks at it off of the referee. And then Belleville gets it and sends it back through the neutral zone once again. Melvin jacks it down. Oh, what a nice job over there by Brenna Shea on the defensive side. And then it comes right onto the stick of Glennon Bennett, and he can't control it. Then he finds it back behind his own net, takes a reverse course, sends it up to Shea. Shea off of a skate, and Collinsville on the attack. Here is Nathan Austin. Austin coming in on the right wing, into the middle, he had Watts there, and he had also Andy Bennett. Here is Shea back at the blue line, sends it on up to Nathan Austin. Nathan couldn't track it down, couldn't control the puck, and then it's going to slide all the way down the ice to Zagorski. Zagorski will send it out to Brenna Shea. Shea, she'll skate back toward her own goal. Send it off the boards, and Timon couldn't settle it down. Collinsville comes away with it. That is Kyle Lee. Lee over on the far side, skates it across the red line, over to Cody Watts. Watts with a backhander. That goes back behind the Belleville net. And then Belleville takes over. Up the sideboards, but not out. Bennett shoots it. That's almost off of two bodies, and Belleville net. One hands the puck. Does a little zigzag off the boards. Back out front to Glennon Bennett. He takes a shot, and that's off of the skate of Bleish. And now here is Bleish coming in all alone. Takes a shot, saved by Zagorski with the glove. And that'll stop the clock with 5:19 left to play here in this second period. 4-2 in favor of Belleville. Collinsville not going away. They had controlled the better part of the last 5 minutes of play here. That's nice to see. Here is Lampy. Into the near side corner it goes, and Collinsville gets it back out. Kahok's in the neutral zone. Here is Denny. Here's Denny. Cuts right through the McKendree logo and then has the puck picked right off of his pocket. Kahok's throw it back into the neutral zone. Belleville sends it back in, but off sides. That'll stop the clock with 4:40 left to play here in the second period. Kahok's down 4-2, being outshot 17-9. Faceoff will come just out of the Kahok's defensive zone. And now Belleville comes away with it. Collinsville does a nice job picking the pocket once again. Here is Andy Bennett trying to thread the needle up to Cody Watts, but he never completed that transaction. Now here is Denny with a shot. That's high and off of the chest of Werner. The only power play of this game has belonged to Collinsville. They scored a power play goal on a bench minor for too much barking. Here's Collinsville. Austin takes a shot, and that was partially blocked. Never did make it to net. And then the rebound off of the back dasher boards comes all the way out. And there is a entrance to the zone by Belleville. Carricker. Looked like he might have got tripped up, but there was no call on that play, so I guess he just fell down on his own accord. And here is Petrick with it. He does a nice job keeping it in. All the way back around the net it goes. Young is trying to chase it down, but he'll be met at the same time, along with Yoxtis. Collinsville in the zone. Shot saved by Werner, and he covers up the rebound right as Tanner Bettis was coming in. 4-2 in favor of Belleville. Faceoff comes out to the left of Werner. Won by Collinsville. Back out front it goes. Glennon Bennett couldn't find the handle on it to get a shot. Back to the neutral zone. Here is Bleish. Enters the zone. Over on the wing. Puts a little dipsy doodle on, and boy, I tell you what. That was a pretty nifty goal there by Bleish. And it's 5-2 now in favor of Belleville. Comes with 3:03 left to play here in the second. And now the Kahawks are down by 3. Kahawks have some more work to do, and we only have 3 minutes to go here in this second period, so they're running out of time. Blues winning the shootout. How about that? Came all the way back and took the 2 points from Tampa after being down 3-0 early on. Nicely done, Blues. Same two teams are at it at Tampa on Thursday. Tough week for the Blues coming up. 2 games against Tampa, 2 games against Florida. Both of these Florida teams are playing some pretty good hockey. Over here at Timmon it goes for Belleville. Belleville enjoying a 3-goal lead. And Timmon just had his pocket picked by Duffy, but Collinsville couldn't keep it in. That one ends up getting shot into the Kahok bench. And that will stop the clock with 2:29 left to play. .229 to play here in the second, and Belleville wins another faceoff, but they turn it over. Watts sends it in on a backhander, and chasing it down over there is Nathan Austin. Back to Cody Watts. Watts trying to get rid of the defender on his back, and that doesn't work out very well as Miles Chavez ends up coming away with the puck. He'll shoot it all the way down the ice, but from the wrong side of the red line. That'll be another icing call. Kahawks have another game on Thursday at Granite City at 7 o'clock versus Highland, but we will be at Belleville East to bring you the conference opener of your Lady Kahawk basketball team as they take on the Lady Lancers. Here is Nathan Austin trying to fight off Altman. Nice job by Denny to keep that puck in the zone. Collinsville trailing by 3. Need a goal here. It'd be nice to get one before this period ended. Over in the far side corner it goes. Watts backhands it, trying to speed Nathan Austin, but that didn't work out. Denny comes up to pinch in over in this near side corner. Brenachet shoots it in, and Bennett played the puck, so a whistle will stop the action with 95 seconds left to play here in this second period. Faceoff will come outside of the Belleville defensive zone. Next hockey game we have on the schedule is Thursday, December the 9th against Freeburg Waterloo right here at the Recplex. Only we get the early game that day. 7:30 start instead of 9 o'clock. We have a busy time coming up. It's December. Wouldn't expect anything less. Of course, that'll lead us up to the Prairie Farms Holiday Basketball Tournament at the end of the month. 3 straight days of basketball, wall to wall. Kahawks trail, and a shot that just goes wide, right past the glove of Werner. Here is Glennon Bennett trying to keep the puck in the zone. He does so. Kahawks come away with it. Over here in the near side corner, brother Andy Bennett trying to work the puck around, almost got the ref in the face with a stick. And at 1 minute to go here in this second period. Belleville, they work the puck up. They have a 3-goal lead. Back behind the Kahawk net, that puck goes. Here is Glennon Bennett. Shoots it all the way around the boards, and it comes all the way through and all the way back down. Collinsville trying to track it down, and Nathan Austin does just that. Throws one toward the goal. It just goes wide off the side of the net. Over on the far side, Cody Watts whiffed on the puck and then gets it back. Sends it back over here to the near side. Here is a chance, and Watt on the other side trying for the redirect, but never could settle the puck or get a stick on the puck. Now back behind the net, back over to Watts. Watts sends it back behind the net once again for Kyle Lee. And Collinsville continues to fight for the puck, and the battle continues over here on the far side corner. Cody Watts with 10 seconds left. Back to the blue line. Watts gets it back, centers it. Lee trying to get a shot on goal. He can't do it. And a loose puck over there on the side, just outside the crease. Collinsville shoots it again, and it goes wide. And then now buzzer sounds, and that ends period number 2, and that period belonged to Belleville. They outscore Collinsville in that period 3-1, and they went on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Got vinyl? Rich's Record Emporium on Main Street in Collinsville can take care of all of your vinyl needs and more. You can peruse through thousands of records, from country to hard-to-find jazz. And classic rock, it's always in stock at Rich's Record Emporium. Used vinyl by the hundreds, plus new releases by new artists as well as reissues by classic artists. Don't forget to check out the audio room at Rich's Record Emporium. There, you can test out all the latest in audio gear, from top-of-the-line speakers to the latest in new turntables, plus amps, streamers, and all of the accessories like needles, belts, and more. While you're there, check out the music-related wall art, as well as t-shirts, record cleaners, and so much more. Plus, if you can't find it at Rich's, they will do their best to find it for you. Come check out Collinsville's only record store, Rich's Record Emporium, 131 West Main Street in beautiful uptown Collinsville. 618-795-1333. Online, richesrecordemporium.com.
Underway here in period number 3. Kahawks have their work cut out for them. They trail by 3, does Collinsville, 5-2. That is what we got going on here. Kahawks being outshot 19-13. They were outshot in that second period 8-6. And trail 5-2. Stoppage in action. Belleville began the day in first place. Collinsville in fourth. Freeburg-Waterloo won here tonight, so they remain in second. And Collinsville penetrates into the offensive zone. Kahawks shooting at the goal, occupied by Werner on your right once again. But Belleville comes away with it, back behind their own net. They'll send it up the boards, but that was misplayed. And back into the corner it goes. Collinsville tries to keep it alive. They can't. Comes back into the neutral zone. Sent over here to Shea. Brenna Shea sends it back over onto the far side. And Collinsville looking to regroup here. Up the way it goes. That's off of a stick and goes in and stopped anyway. On the stick of Dylan Petrick. Now Collinsville, they get a turnover by Belleville, but can't do anything with it at the moment. And Shea sends it back up into the offensive zone, but Belleville is there to take care of that. And over onto the far side, Eric Denny sends the puck back into the offensive zone. Belleville, they come away with it. Collinsville has got men back, though, so need to get them back going the other way. Through the neutral zone, the puck goes once again. 12:25 left to play here in this third period. 5-2 in favor of Belleville. Stop the clock with 12:17 left to play here in this third period. Last day of November. It does not feel like it weather-wise. There's a shot, and Zagorski has to cover it up again. We're supposed to be up to 64 degrees here tomorrow. 70 degrees on Thursday. And that's the game that Collinsville has against Highland at Granite City. That's that partial outdoor rink, man. When that outside temperature gets warm like that and mixes with that big old slab of ice, there might be some fog going on at the old Granite City ice rink on Thursday. That fogs up the glass, and there's another shot. Boy, I tell you what, that partition over there, that red stripe over there in that far side corner, there's been a couple of pucks that hit over there tonight. That's where the teams from the away locker room come on the ice. And I've seen 2 pucks go off of that red stripe and go right back toward the goal. Face-off will come right in front of that red stripe. To Zagorski's left, one by Collinsville, and the Kahawks send it down the ice, but that's going to be an icing call. At home versus Belleville East on Friday. Next week, girls basketball on Monday versus Civic Memorial. Boys basketball at Belleville West on Tuesday. More bowling for you on Wednesday. Hockey for you on Thursday. And we'll close out next Friday with your Collinsville Kahawk boys basketball team at East St. Louis. Here is Cody Watts. Watts leaves one in the middle, and a shot by Nathan Austin, and the rebound kept out, and a whistle because the referee doesn't know where the puck is. I believe it's under the body of Werner. And Collinsville did everything but score, and I think that puck ended up, that one out. 5-2 in favor of Belleville. Kahawks were down 2-0, came back and tied it 2-2, but then 3 goals in the second period put Belleville back up. And that's where we are now at 5-2. Collinsville trying to keep it down, can't do it. Denny will go chase it down. We had 10 penalties called in the game 1 week ago tonight. Well, here comes a penalty. See, I said something too soon, didn't I? I was going to say we've only had one penalty called in this game, and that was a bench minor. But now we're going to have Nathan Austin going into the penalty box for Collinsville. So exactly what Collinsville didn't need was to give Belleville a power play. And with 11 minutes and 12 seconds left in the third period, power play for the first time here in this game. Belleville, they had 7 power play opportunities in the game last week and didn't convert on any of them. Collinsville had 3 power plays and got 1 power play goal plus a 4-on-4 goal. Belleville, however, did get a shorthanded goal. We had it all last week. 4-on-4 goal, shorthanded goal, power play goal, and a even strength goal. Here's Young from the point. He takes a shot and right into the glove of Zagorski. And we'll do it all over again. Face-off won by Collinsville. Denny tries to send it out of the zone, and he almost got it there, but Young keeps it in and then sends it up the boards. Chavez trying to chase it down. Denny knocks him off of it, and then Denny gets the puck moving forward. Denny sends the puck off the boards down the ice. Power play for Belleville for another 90 seconds. Belleville gets it back behind their own net, and they'll send it up. And a shot from beyond the blue line. Zagorski shoves aside. Kahawks come away with a loose puck, and they'll send it up the boards and out. Young will have to go chase it down. He sends it up to Carricker. Carricker zigzags his way over here to the near side boards. Leaves it for Keck. Keck from the high slot. Melvin for Belleville. Now Melvin in front. He puts one up there, and Keck almost got a redirect. Back out to Young at the blue line. Sent over onto the far side for Petrick. Petrick shot. That was blocked out front by the defense. Now Melvin once again over in the corner. Back behind the K-Hawk net, Glennon Bennett. He takes a whack at it and sends it up the boards, and Collinsville gets it out. And an opportunity for the K-Hawks here, but they'll just slide that puck up toward the goal as they're trying to kill off the rest of this man advantage here for Belleville. They have another 20 seconds of work left to do in that regard. At the neutral zone, a nice picked up pass there by Andy Bennett. Now back over here, and Belleville will send it back up. This time it's Bettis. Bettis takes control of the puck and sends it back down. That ought to take care of the rest of the time on the man advantage for Belleville. As the seconds tick off, and we're back to even strength. 9:05 left to play here in this third period. Collins with a lot of work to do. They trail by 3 to the K-Hawks. And they come up with the puck in the neutral zone. A collision in the neutral zone. And then Collinsville sweeps it up, and they bring it into the offensive zone. Here is Andy Bennett. Bennett from the near side face-off circle. K-Hawks. Watts sends it back in. 8:35 left to play here in this third. 5-2 in favor of Belleville. Into the neutral zone it goes. Lampy comes up with it. A nice move there to get past Watts, and Zagorski had to be alive. He closed the pads in time to make that save, and then the puck gets stuck over in the corner. Belleville comes away with it. They already lead by 3. We don't need any more goals scored by Belleville if you're a K-Hawk fan. Now Brenna Shea goes to chase it down. She can't get there. Her and Watts are trying to wrestle it away from the lone Belleville player over there. And now we're going to have an elbowing call coming up against Cody Watts. Belleville is going to go back on the power play. They pull the goalkeeper out, and now Collinsville touches up. And it'll be the second power play of the night for Belleville. And this one's going to go against Cody Watts. Watts and Jacob Bleich exchange some words while Watts is on his way to the box. Nathan Austin's still in the box, by the way. He must have got so another 2-minute man advantage here for Belleville, and if they use the whole 2 minutes, we'll have 5:52 left because right now we're at 7:52. Back to the blue line it goes. Belleville with it again. Here is Young. Very high slot. Takes a shot. That's deflected high and wide. And now a rebound belongs to Belleville once again. Kind of weird having a team with no mascot. I always want to keep on calling them something, and I don't have anything to call them. The Belleville Bellevilles. To the neutral zone it goes. Young gets there first, and he will skate it around Lincoln Duffy. Over here in front of the scorer's table, Chavez sweeps it back into the offensive zone. Denny tracks it down back behind his own net, plays it off the glass, and on up to Duffy. Now Denny once again. Again, he plays it off the glass and tries to get it past Young for a little shorthanded opportunity, but couldn't do it. Here is Chavez. Chavez takes the shot, saved by Zagorski. Over to Duffy. Duff cover it up for a whistle. 1:02 left in the man advantage for Belleville. 6:54 left in the third period. 5-2 in favor of Belleville. Face-off will come out to Zagorski's left. Won by Belleville. All the way out to the blue line it goes. Sent back into the corner and back behind the Kahok net where Glennon Bennett comes up with it and tries to send it out. He can't. He'll get it back, Will Glennon. Send it out the other side this time. Up the boards it goes. Newglowski with it for Belleville. Puts a nice move around Andy Bennett. And then it goes over to Bleish once again. Bleish once again sends it back to Newglowski. Over on the far side, shot taken, and a glove save initially there by Zagorski, and then Collinsville gets it out. And with 30 seconds left in the man advantage, the Canucks will send it down the ice to relieve some pressure. Belleville out shooting Collinsville 30-14, and Belleville leads this one by a score of 5-2. 6:10 left to play there by Zamoroni for Collinsville. But Collinsville still can't get it out. Power play just about over, and Watts, he hits the ice out of the penalty box. Comes and joins the fray. Up to the high slot and a shot, and then the rebound almost stuck in there by Tristan Melvin, but he just missed and got the side of the net instead. Here is Andy Bennett back behind his own net. Bennett sweeps it around the boards to Watts. Watts with his head up, looks, and then sends a high hoister back out to the neutral zone. 5:25 left to play here in this third period. Collinsville trails by 3. Here is Cody Watts breaking in on the left wing and then puts on the brakes, sends one down. Trying to chase it down is Preston Tillman. And then the puck comes over into that far side corner. Off the boards it goes. Denny, he'll track it down in his own defensive zone. And then he'll send one up through neutral. Here is Glennon Bennett. Bennett, nice move to get past the defender, but the puck jumps off his stick anyway, and Altman was over there to try to pick it up. And now back into the neutral zone it goes. Altman has a A in front of his name because his name is AJ. But he's the only Altman on the team, and he's the only one that has his first name with a initial on his jersey. And that was kind of weird, kind of strange. Speaking of, here is Altman. He'll leave the puck, and a shot, and Zagorski with a save. And the puck comes all the way out the other side, and Belleville with it once again. Here is Keck. He tries to send it up front for Melvin, but Melvin never did see it. Now the puck ends up back behind the Collinsville net once again. 3:55 left to play here in this third period. Here is Shea. She'll send it up the boards and out. Picked up by Young in the neutral zone. He'll circle and then send it over onto the far side for Petrick. Fluttering shot that goes wide. And Collinsville tries to come away with it. They do. Up to the neutral zone to Lee. Lee leaves it for Bettis. Bettis all the way out to the blue line. And a chance here for Collinsville to get one of these back and maybe make a comeback. Out to the high slot. Bettis with a shot. And that one never did make it to Werner. Collinsville tried to tip it up toward the goal, but gets back up to his knees. 3:10 left to play here in this third period. 5-2 in favor of Belleville. Belleville looking for win number 8. If they do that, they'll be 8-1-1 on the year. Only loss was to Granite City in the second game of the year. The Elks get the puck, sweep it back down the ice, but it's picked up there by Belleville. They'll send it up into the neutral zone for Character. He'll try to take a shot. That's blocked out, but then he gets the rebound, Actually, it was off of the leg of Kyle Lee. The initial shot was, caught his trousers, came right back to Carricker, and then Carricker sends in his second goal of the night and makes it 6-2 in favor of Belleville. So just not the night for Collinsville to come away with a win. On the floor, or on the ice, excuse me, so we will step aside just as well, and we'll be back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
Having problems keeping your ride on the road? Roadman Automotive in Collinsville can help you keep your ride rolling. Roadman Automotive offers everything from diagnostic tests when that check engine light comes on to tune-ups, alignments, brake and suspension work, and more. Oil changes at Roadman Automotive start at just $35. Roadman Automotive is open from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday and is located at 936 St. Louis Road in Collinsville. Check out the Roadman Automotive Facebook page for daily specials. Call Roadman Automotive at 618-223-1878, online at roadmanautomotivecollinsville.com. Roadman Automotive. Keep your ride on the road with Roadman Automotive.
As is Mr. Yaxtis on the camera once again. We thank him very much for helping us out. You know, old Dak Ledbetter, no Brent Ledbetter here tonight either. They're all on vacation in Florida. I saw the pictures. It looks nice and warm. Palm trees, sand, sunshine, beaches. Yeah. Yada, yada, yada. 2:19 left to play here. Yeah, I went down to Florida, but I went in June. That's because that's where my mom lives. Went to visit Mom over the summer. 2:19 left to play here in this one. 6-2 in favor of Belleville. And the puck comes all the way out to the neutral zone. Chased down there by Denny. Over to Glennon Bennett. Bennett shoves it back into the neutral zone and then tries to battle to get the puck back after he lost that little puck squabble there. Now over here to Young. Young will send it up the near sideboards and back behind the Kahok net it goes. Over to Glennon Bennett. Nothing lead. Collinsville tied it. And they did another one. Duffy all the way back from the blue line. And Collinsville gets one of those back. As Lincoln Duffy picks up his 6th goal of the year to make it 6-3. But there was only 99 seconds left to play here in this third period. That's a tall order to ask, man, for 3 goals in 99 seconds. But why not try? Oh, there's a shot and a save by Werner. Rebound comes out, and then Andy Bennett trying to fight it back behind the net. He gets knocked down. No call. Here is Denny. High slot. Takes a shot. Can't get it to go. Over on the far side, Glennon Bennett tries to keep it in. He does. Pinches in from the defensive side of things. Back over to Andy Bennett. Andy getting double teamed over there in the corner. And looking for a little help, kicks the puck out, and then Glennon Bennett sends the puck all the way. Slot tries to make some nifty moves, and then a loose puck is picked up by Belleville. And Melvin tries to get it across. He does so, and no offside call there. We're down to the final 50 seconds. Here is Denny. Denny skates in over on the left wing. Now into the left corner. Sends it back over behind the net for Bennett. Bennett backhands it, tries to get it back over to Denny, but it never made it. And now Bennett puts it up in front, and a collision of 2 Collinsville players, and neither one of them could get a shot off. 30 seconds left to play. They sent off Zagorski, and then he comes back on just in time to make the save on Altman. Altman would have had himself a hat trick. They were just motioning for Zagorski to come off the ice for the 29.9 seconds to go, and the faceoff will come out to Zagorski's left. Kahawks win the faceoff. Send it up. and out. Here come the Kahawks into the zone. Bettis with a nice move, tries to send it up front, and a whistle on the play. .4 seconds left. Not sure what the initial whistle was for, but looks like we're going to have a penalty called. And this one is going to go against Jacob Bleich. And we're going to have a offsetting penalties called because also Duffy is going to go in the box. Now, another player for Belleville is going to join in on the fun with Bleich. So Bleich and Petrick will have a seat in the box. But all this comes with 18.4 seconds left. Nathan Austin, by the way, still in the penalty box. A little misconduct penalty there. Collinsville is going to go on the power play for the rest of the game, which is only 17 seconds. And that one is sent all the way down the ice. Kahawks also have their goalie pulled, so the Kahawks have 6 attackers against 4, but it's not going to mean much with only 5 seconds left. Collinsville may not get another opportunity to get a shot on goal, and they won't. 6-3, the final score. Collinsville falls to 5-4 on the year. Belleville improves to 8-1-1. And now we transition ourselves into the post-game show brought to you by Cafe Agape in Collinsville, home of the Kahok chicken sandwich. Cafe Agape has been doing their thing since 2012. That would be offering catering and some of the best home-cooked food. Lose this one tonight by a final score of 6-3, and we're back to tell you all about it in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, fish, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they still cater. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and much more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses as well as delicious sides. Cafe Agape in Collinsville is the only place to pick up a Kahawk sandwich or dog and the new Flamin' Kahawk sandwich. Cafe Agape. Check them out at 703 St. Louis Road. Give them a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. And don't forget to tell them Stewie sent you. Keep your ride shiny and clean with Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville. Extreme Details, owned and operated by former Kahawk Jay Merkel. Jay and his crew at Extreme Details believe in the value of community and in helping their community hold the value of their vehicles with a sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details can handle any job, whether you drive a small car, an SUV, or even a bus or an RV. No job is too big or too small at Extreme Details. Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal, and they vacuum every vehicle regardless of what package you choose. Cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, and more. Plus, Extreme Details can handle fleet vehicles for your company. Call Jay and the gang at Extreme Details at 977-1224 or visit Extreme Details at 936 St. Louis Road in Collinsville. Check for periodic specials on the Extreme Details Facebook page. Put the shine in your ride with Extreme Details. Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking, conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage Team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100. First National Bank of Waterloo, with over 100 years serving the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo at their Maryville and Collinsville locations for all of your banking, mortgage, and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, call the Collinsville team at First National Bank of Waterloo at 618-345-1121 or visit their Maryville and Collinsville locations or online at fnbwaterloo.bank. First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Chapman Trucking, LLC. Chapman Trucking is a local Collinsville business owned and operated by 1994 Collinsville graduate Christy Chapman. With over 10 years of experience, Chapman Trucking, LLC can take care of all of the heavy lifting when it comes to hauling aggregate materials such as sand, driveway rock, dirt, boulders, and more. That includes getting your heavy work equipment to your work site where it needs to be. Give Christy a call for a free estimate at Chapman Trucking, LLC, 618-960-9346 or online at chapmantruckingllc.net. Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, fish, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they still cater. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and much more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses as well as delicious sides. Cafe Agape in Collinsville is the only place to pick up a Kahok sandwich or dog and the new Flamin' Kahok sandwich. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road. Give them a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. And don't forget to tell them Stewie sent you.
Plex here in O'Fallon, where Collinsville loses this one tonight by a final score of 6-3. Kahawks got a goal in every period, but you know what? When you score 3 and the other team scores 6, you need 2 goals in every period if you want to come away with a victory. Collinsville was down 2-0. That came about 6 minutes into the first period when Mr. Altman scored the first goal of the game, and then about 59 seconds later, Carricker scored, and before you knew it, it was 2-0 in favor of Belleville. But Denny gets a goal for Collinsville with 25.7 seconds left to go in that first period to make it 2-1. And then 30 seconds into the second period, Cody Watts scores on the power play. And just like that, it's a 2-2 contest. But the second period was the undoing after that Watts goal with 30 seconds gone in that second period. Altman scores a goal with 12:24. That was just a minute later. Then about 3 minutes after that, Young scores a goal. Before you knew it, it was 4-2. Bleich scored a goal 6 minutes after that, and it was 5-2. And that's how it went into period number 3 when each team got a goal once again. And Collinsville ends up losing by a final score of 6-3. Ryan Shea, the head coach for Collinsville, joining us now. How you doing, sir? I know that was probably not the way you want to come up.
No, outstanding. I'm doing great.
Outstanding in your field? That was the Farmers doing.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
All right, first of all, thanks for loaning us your daughter for the pregame show.
Yeah.
That was fun.
How'd that go?
That was good.
Yeah.
She did a lot better than Nathan Austin. Guys, find yourselves down 2-0 about halfway through the first period, and then you get one back right before the period ends. I'm like, that's cool because, you know, those goals with only seconds left in a period can sometimes come back and be killers for the other team.
Absolutely, and I thought it actually was for us, okay? And then, you know, Belleville, I know, was upset on a questionable offsides. From my angle, it looked like Duffy was in, you know, as the puck was coming in, and then I think that was the equalizer.
Yeah. No, that was the –
or was that the first goal?
Yeah, that was the first goal.
Okay. And that, you know, their bench getting fired up, and then he gets a bench minor.
Right.
Which I couldn't actually believe they actually called something against Belleville. So that fired me up, and I told our boys, hey, let's go make it count. And we did. Here we are, 2-2. And thought we had some momentum. And then just like that, they get the kind of let down – you know, we had a letdown shift, and boom, it's 3-2 them, then 4-2 them.
Yeah, the wheels kind of fell off.
Yeah, they did. And, you know, a couple things happened that, you know, we could try to prevent. What Belleville does so well is they don't make mistakes. They play simple hockey, and they strike when they have the opportunity to strike. They don't have to get it on one shift, and our kids need to learn that. You know, they play simple hockey, and we need to start playing simple hockey. A lot of dangling and stuff that's unnecessary, and you know, those lead to mistakes, especially when we're dangling in our own zone, and you might not think nothing of it when it's below the goal line and then it's behind your goalie.
Yeah.
And Belleville just doesn't make them mistakes, and in order to compete with the better teams in the league, we have to understand that. They don't.
I think the ice was tilted very much tonight, man. There was 100%. A lot of offensive zone time for Belleville.
100%. I mean, I don't know what the shots ended up being, but I know it was close to 40 to less than 20. I mean, you got the numbers.
34-17.
Yeah, that's double. So it's, you know, we got to find ways to put pucks on net, and, you know, look at 17 shots, 3 of them go in.
Yeah.
You know, I like those odds.
Yeah, I know. I hear you.
You double those odds. We got 6.
Yeah.
And they're what? We're 6-5 winners.
You got single shots on 7 shots on goal in the first, 6 in the second, and only 4 in the third.
Yeah, and as part of that's having Austin go into the penalty box on another questionable call by these outrageously terrible officials. I'm not going to get fined, so I can say it. It's just garbage. It really is garbage, and it's getting old.
Yeah. I thought Zagorski, well, one goal he didn't even see.
Yeah,
he was totally screened on that one. And the other goals, he was just left out to dry. It wasn't anything your goalkeeper did.
And actually, on the Bleish goal, we talked about it pregame because Bleish usually goes he gets the goalie going one way, either when he's on his forehand or if he's on his backhand, he gets him with speed and then goes to his forehand. When vice versa, if he's on his forehand, then he'll go to his backhand. Well, he changed the cards completely on that one goal, went forehand, then cut back to his backhand or whatever, backhand to his forehand and scored. And that kid's good. He's going to get his chances. He's going to get his, and it is what it is. I thought for the most part we did a good job on those two. And there.
That goal by Duffy in the third, man, that one came from like almost downtown Shiloh.
Yeah, the blue line.
Yeah, I know.
It's exactly, and that's what I've been stressing to him, on the bench a few times. It was like, hey, you had the space, fire the puck. Good things happen. And there's no clearer example than the Duffy goal.
Yeah.
From almost the blue line.
All right, well, you think about it for a little bit, but you guys are back at it Thursday against
quick
Highland.
Turnaround. Yeah, we got Highland on Thursday, and it should be a fun night.
Yeah.
So,
I will see you a week from Thursday right back here against Freeburg Waterloo.
All right, Captain. Good to see you. Thanks.
Right, thank you. Ryan Shea, your Collinsville Kahok hockey head coach, and that is going to do it for us. We're out of here. Final score 6-3 in favor of Belleville. We will be back at you tomorrow afternoon. Collinsville and Edwardsville hooking up for some boys bowling at Camelot Bowl. And until then, my name is Todd Duke, and everybody enjoy the rest of this evening.